Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. Hope you guys are doing good. So I got the consensus that last camera angle was a no-go. So back to the original. So here we go. I'm going to do a different technique today with a different spread. I'm going to do a 11 card spread. And I'm going to do a different shuffling technique. So here we go. I'm going to ask, how did the general public feel about the cameras and their whole filming for Netflix and gathering information for material? How did the general vibe feel? Like that lady, the waffle lady, chicken and waffle lady they were hugging on. The kids, I know you got really negative and aggressive and pushed some, and they were apprehended. So there got to be some negative energy there. So let's find out, because he got kind of nasty in the crowd. Harry did. He got real kind of abusive, really. So it was caught on film. So here we go. What was the general consensus vibe with these two? And their filming endeavors, using others for their benefit. How do they feel about the love bombing? They were love bombing and love bombing and love bombing. How do they feel about the love bombing, spirit guides and angels? How do they feel about the love bombing? Here we go. Yep, I don't usually go this way, but I'm going to do it this time. Here we go. I've been having fun playing with it this morning. Here we go. So the very first card here is the present position. So they're feeling, at that moment, they were feeling pretty happy. People were feeling the love, I guess. Feeling contentment. It was like a wish card come true. Oh, I'm meeting a prince and a duchess. Okay, so they were happy. They were happy. Guess they don't know about narcissism. The second card is the challenge. The challenge was the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is defiance and victory in the upright position and being able to sort of overcome it. But being in reverse, the challenge is not being able to overcome. So they're probably thinking maybe they won't be able to overcome their obstacles. So that's how they're thinking. That, okay, we're happy to see them, but I don't think they can overcome their obstacles. That's how they're thinking. So that's interesting. Yeah, weak boundaries. Weak boundaries, and that they might end up quitting. So that's what they're thinking. Then we have here, I'm just going to pull them all out. And then I've got this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So anyways, here we go. So they think they're going to quit. In the motivation, they feel the motivation was for them to travel and see what kind of things they can create and expand. So they know that they're there to create and expand, get content. We have here the distant past was, they used to have support, but they don't anymore. Very recently, they do not have the support they used to have. So they're there to get support. They think they probably will likely give up. And then we have here, the recent past was 5 of Cups in reverse. So they don't feel that they've had loss, a lot of emotional losses they feel, but that they're in sort of a recovery with the 5 of Cups in reverse. So that is moving on. They're trying to move on with their lives. And the future is death. They think that they're not likely to make it, and they'll have an inability to change the situation. So they see this future of them together, and all their endeavors are not going to pan out, and that they cannot change the situation because they created their own destiny. They really did. So it's not looking too hopeful as far as the public feeling. The decision that they made for them was that they were going to unrestrict themselves being in the family and free themselves up. And now they've got things to overcome. They got lots of action to overcome. They've got to manifest. 8 of Cups in reverse. So they're thinking that they may return home and they learn their lesson. Yeah, right. Not going to happen. Okay, so they think that's their destiny. They're just going to turn around and go home. They don't realize the royals they're saying no. How do they feel about it? They feel that they're going to keep working and making money and that it will pan out. And how do they feel? Their hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. They hope they make money, but they also fear that they may not be able to make money. So They're hoping that they do. So they have actually a positive influence. They have a positive vibe about them, but they do ultimately so far feel that they're going to lose. And they're going to return home with their tail between their legs like little children because they don't have the support. And then the outcome, they feel the outcome will be Harry is going to burn himself out. Knight of Wands in reverse. The Soldier card in reverse. He's going to lose steam. He's going to lose the fight. That he's impulsive and chaotic. And sexual excess, yes. So they don't see him being able to pan out. It's not going to pan out. Not going to pan out at all. We got the Death card for their future and Harry burning out, totally burning out. So that's how they see it. And they fear him not being able to make the money, and that's going to burn him out, him trying to acquire that money and being liked and the emotional losses. Yeah, and looking for where can I go, having to produce, not being used to producing. They fear he's not going to be able to. They hope he does, but they fear he won't. So yeah, it's not looking good. They don't see a positive outcome. So they see the same result as we do. So how do they feel about the love bombing? How do they feel about that love bombing? How do they feel about that love bombing? I'm just going to pull 3 cards. How do they feel about that love bombing? Did they feel it was fake? Did they feel that love bombing was a fake fraud? We've got here Temperance in reverse. So yeah, many people saw it as devil energy. Inability to control their emotions and feelings, trying to balance it out. They probably didn't see them as being balanced between each other, Harry and Meghan. And Temperance in reverse is devil energy. So they see them as sort of devil energy with that love bombing. And he is trying to be an intentional speaker, taking control with the love bombing. He's being very intentional with the love bombing per direction from his puppet master. What else? What else did they say about the love bombing? Give me one more card on the love bombing and how did the public feel. The public felt that they do not have any options, no partnerships, no fork in the road, and basically the world is not paying much attention to them. They're kind of being ignored, and so they're doing this for attention. They need the attention. They need the recognition, the accolades. They need that high vibe, trying to look high vibe, but they're not because the wands are in reverse. The 2 of Wands in reverse is plans are falling apart. They realize all plans are falling apart. They've got devil energy. They can't contain their emotions very well. They're not turning the water into wine. Things are not going in his favor, and he is really trying hard to be an intentional leader with his love bombing. That's how they see it. Give me some more on that Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Clarify that Temperance in reverse. That popped. Because he has to work. He doesn't want to do that, you guys. He does not want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. It makes him really irritated. He loses his cool. That's why he lost his cool with those young kids. Give me the King of Swords. King of Swords. What do they think of that King of Swords? What do they think of Harry with his King of Swords and his words? What do they think of King of Swords, Harry, and his intellect? What do they think of his intellect? What do they think of his intellect and leadership? What do they think of Harry's intellect and leadership? There we go. They think he's going to fail. We got the Victory in reverse. That's also the Narcissist card. Narcissists all have to win. It's another Narc card. It's in reverse. The Narc is losing. There is no harmony. So he's losing. And he's going to try and remain strong. He's got to tame the beast within himself, is what he has to do. And he's putting out the love arrows, the love bombing, love arrows. Love me, love me, love me. But they see that he's losing. He's just losing. They're just not quite buying it. He's throwing out the love arrows. He's trying to tame that inner beast within himself with that strength card. And he's a loser. So they're not seeing him the way he wants to be seen. Not really. Not really. They're hopeful for him, but they see him for really what he is. And that he is the wounded warrior. He's the wounded warrior also. Let's get the 2 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay, the 2 of Wands that they've got to stop lying to the public, gaslighting in reverse. They have no cups to fill. They've got no options. They're out of options. So this is total desperation with the filming, complete, total, utter desperation because nobody's watching them. Nobody really cares. There's no fork in the roads. Partnerships are at high risk here in going in reverse. And they have gaslighted and lied to the public. They have no cups to fill. They're not fulfilled. And so this is why they're doing it. Yeah, pretty obvious with the Seven of Cups in reverse. So clarity, the illusion ends. The illusion's going to end. Loser, illusion ends. Let's get another one on Seven of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. How do they see him with his lying mouth? That he imposed himself, self-imposed restrictions. He just did it to himself. It's your own fault. Yeah, you did it to yourself. So not too much compassion. So it's not looking like he thinks, they're going to think, see, they have such a lack of insight. They're going to think that they just did fantastic. I've known narcissists walk away from events where they thought everybody liked them and loved them. And then just for, to find out privately, they didn't. They hated the person. But they won't see that. They just won't see that. So let's get some more cards. How did they feel that they did? How do they feel that they did? How do they feel that how they're doing, or how it went with this love bombing and the cameras? How do they feel that they succeeded? Do they feel they succeeded? I'm going to do the same thing with the 10 card spread or 11 card spread. How do they feel they did? 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 As a couple, how do they feel they did? How do they feel they did? How do they feel they did? First card, player in reverse. Narc card, Jack of Hearts in reverse. They're no angels. They're not sweet little innocent angels. So they realize that they're liars, they're narcissists, and they're not sweet. They're not innocent. And the next card, the challenge, is the karmic shift, trying to shift that energy of not being liked, not being as sweet and innocent. That's the image they want, but it's not being embraced. That image has not been embraced. We got that one. Okay, pull them out. I got to leave room. I want to do it so that you guys can see it. So I'm doing it away from myself, so it's a little bit harder for me to read. And because the way my table is aligned here, it's a computer desk and it's an oblong. So I can't really do it the other way with the way I have my camera hooked on. So here we go. So they feel they're not sweet. They've got this karmic shift as a challenge. The motivation was to get hand in hand in unity. They wanted everyone to like them. Let's all come together. Let's have this wonderful harmony. I'm going to make some money from this harmony. Oh, join my hand. Let's all just dance around and I'll be making money. So it's money motivated as well. And the recent past is the ego has been involved heavily and needing to change, but they have an inability to change the situation. Their ego is highly bruised. And the future holds is that they're hoping for harmony and to have crossroads. But really what they're ending up here is problem. They think the problems are resolved. They think that they resolved the problem. They think that they are no longer in conflicts and competition anymore. They feel that they're their own boss. They don't feel like they're trying to look like they're not in competition with the royal family. They're trying to make it appear as though they're their own entity, kind of. We're doing our own thing. No, we're not competing, because that's the competition card, and they're trying to make it look like they're not in competition, but they are in competition. They're trying to give it the illusion. So the future is they're not going to be competition. They know that they're not going to be competition. So they're probably going to be out of the competition because they won't have any crossroads. They have nowhere to go. They have absolutely nowhere to go. So anyways, what we have here, the decision in terms of the visit or how things are going is, the decision is they think they've got victory and they're going to keep growing. Family tree, the olive tree. So they think they're going to grow. They think there's going to be some growth because they got this bruised ego. And we have here, how do they feel about it? They feel sneaky and deceitful. They enjoy that. They know they're being sneaky and deceitful. And they think they're going to win at it and be very victorious and grow from that deceit. And what's their hopes and fears? Their hopes and fears is they want everyone to love Megan, but they also fear that they won't. And the outcome is going to be negative self-talk and releasing pain. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So no creation, expansion, and they will not be able to master the skill. sloppy work, no teamwork, office politics. So they're going to have a lot of negative self-talk. So they're going to struggle. It's not going to go well. The outcomes, it's not going to go well. And they're just going to try and look like they're not in competition because everyone says, oh, you're competing, you're competing. So they're going to try and put it out, oh, we're not competing. We're our own, self. And they really want that hand-in-hand in unity. They're really worried about turning Meghan's image around. They really hope for everyone to love her and embrace her, but they fear it. And so since I got this negative self-talk and releasing pain, it's looking like the outcome is they will not, which is going to make them very mad. It's a scourge card. This is repeated conflicts and heartbreak, pain and grief, and they're going to try and go into a healing mode from that pain and grief and heartbreak and that repeated conflict that she is not going to be loved. She is not going to be embraced and loved. And so it's a losing battle. It's a losing battle. So which will probably end up being the divorce here because they're not going to embrace her. She's not going to be embraced. So that is it. They really want that embrace. So let's get how about this military thing he wants to do? Because I think that's just ridiculous. I don't think a British citizen should be doing American awards. So, well, how will that go? Will that actually go down? Will that actually go down? Will Harry actually present awards for Americans, for American soldiers? Will Harry actually be allowed to present awards to American soldiers? Will he actually be allowed to do it? Will he actually be allowed to do it? We got here Temperance. Temperance. Whoa. With the Page of Wands in reverse, with rest and recovery and healing. It doesn't look like it. Page of Wands in reverse. It looks like they're not going to be enthusiastic to have him. And it's going to create a hiding card for him. Not wanting to be seen with the Four of Swords. That's not wanting to be seen. It's healing. It's a ruined reputation. And they're not going to have the enthusiasm for him. So I think they're going to end up saying no. That's what it's saying there. The cards are saying no. Under the surface, yeah, reunion celebrations, this whole harmony in reverse. They're not friends. There's no turnaround here. There's no gifts coming in for you. Yeah, no thank you. In the center of it, center of the situation, he was hoping for this new Fool's Path, this new journey. To be able to do it would be an honor for him, but not to them. So the Fool in the upright was, he really was hoping for it. Self-belief. He had self-belief that he could do it and that they would want him. But they're going to say it's looking like they're going to turn him down. So it's looking like it's sort of a PR spin, like they were just putting out feelers to do it like they usually do, and then it never pans out. So I'm going to ask, was this them putting out a PR feeler spin that he's open to do it? Is this a PR spin? Is this just some PR spin that he wants to do it? He wants to do it, putting out some PR to encourage it, Yeah, will they tell him no? Will they tell Harry no? Will they tell Harry no? Will they tell Harry no? Go away, we don't need you. We don't need a British guy representing an American awards. Yes, they will tell him no, you guys. So I don't see it happening. And yeah, they're going to tell him no. Yes, they're going to tell him no, and it's swinging pretty hard. Will Harry be severely disappointed? Will Harry be severely disappointed? Will Harry be severely disappointed? No, no. Strictly for PR is a strictly for PR. Strictly for PR and public approval. PR is a strictly for PR. To look like a good guy. Yeah, it's just to look like a good guy. Yeah, the military doesn't want him. They're not going to want him. He's not adored. He's not respected. So they're going to say no. They're going to end up backpedaling. If there is any agreement, they're going to, nope, sorry, we can't do it. Not going to happen. Let's get some more. Let's get some more with this deck. Here we go. Harry presenting military awards. Yeah, he wants that occupation. He really did like that occupation. He did work at it. It was his occupation. No lie about that. He thinks just because he did it, he's entitled to it. It's that grandiosity. Tell me more. Yeah. Tool and labor. Yeah, he worked hard at it. It was his occupation. 2 working cards here. He really wants to work at it, you guys. He really wants to get back into it, it's looking like. He really misses it. Yep, and the mature woman is probably enticing him to do the awards. Whoa, and that fell out. And wealthy man in reverse. So he's feeling emotion. He's feeling broke. He's feeling broke. He's broken. He knows he's broken. I would say wealthy, kind of feeling broke also. Personally, I think he feels broke within that occupation, but she's kind of encouraging him to do it, or would like him to. And it's a message of concern that they're going to end up getting. They're going to get that message of concern, which is going to be more than likely telling him no. No. Let's get some more on this no. How are they going to feel about that no? How are they going to feel about that no? They're going to feel broken. They're going to have the 4 of Wands in reverse. They're going to feel very unstable. Leaving home, arguments. They're going to argue over it. Tell me more about that 4 of Wands in reverse. Tell me more about that 4 of Wands in reverse. 4 of Wands in reverse. I'll take that back. 4 of Wands in reverse. Oh, well, that really wants to come out. So here we go. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, he was doing it for money, you guys. He was doing it for financial stability. Possession power, to gain some possession and get some of his power back, some of his feeling influenced within the field that he's missing so badly. Get a foot in, even though he's not an American soldier. He's just desperate. It's just absolute desperation. Let's get some more. How does Markle feel about, how will Markle react to the no? How will Markle react to this no? There we go. We got here the Fool in reverse. She will say they're selfish. That is not nice of them. And they're going to hold back, though. But it's a selfish position. They're selfish and they're holding back on us. And it's going to have to start a new emotional beginning for them. So, and try and have some positive emotions despite the situation. But I know they're going to feel let down. Under the surface, they're going to have Ace of Swords in reverse, which is, the Ace of Swords in reverse is willing to be abusive. And in reverse, it's being mental blocks and poor judgment. They're going to think it was poor judgment on their part and that they have mental blocks. Why would they do that to us? How dare they? How could they say no to us? Yeah, let's get some more on that mental blocks. Yeah. And we have here King of Pentacles in reverse. So, they're going to think that they're corrupt, corrupt energy. All kings in reverse are very low vibrational. They're all corrupt. So with the Pentacles, this is someone who is not practical. They're going to say they're not being very practical with them. They're not being very practical. So that's what they're going to see. They're going to see, just it's their loss, basically. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye.